What's going on, everybody? We are back in studio tonight. Welcome to another Popcorn Chicken. Thanks for joining us. Don't worry, I'm not alone.
No!
There's some people here. Actually, everybody's here. This is why I'm kind of sitting in the corner. Never put baby in the corner, but I am.
Yay!
Hello.
And Justin, too. Everybody's here.
We need 3 screens.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm done. See ya.
That was it for Chris. He's going home now.
He's the
He's
intro
got my
guy.
hand. There's my hand.
He's the intro.
I need a puppet. There.
You'd think with all the bullshit in here, we'd have a puppet here.
There's a door. Yes, there's a door. How else did you jumped out of the window? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. We have a
We
we
broke
have
the
a fire.
illusion.
We have a fire pole.
Yeah.
We slide down like Batman.
Woo!
Adam
So,
Westphal.
what have we got? A big show tonight. Lots to talk about. We got everyone's got a topic to bring up, and but we're gonna save. It's our thumbnail. Talk about the Joker, but we're gonna save it for later. But how's everyone
Yeah.
doing?
Good.
Great.
Yeah.
Sort of good.
Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving coming up.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
What
Elvin-
do we normally say? What? Because I know the holiday, the American one. It's
November.
that fantasy story that they told about the pilgrims and the natives sitting down for dinner or whatever, which really is just bullshit. But whatever. Well, what's our version of it?
I don't know.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It's a good question. No idea.
We just have one because the Americans have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're-
Big
I bet you we'll
doing it.
figure out what we're thankful for.
Yeah, I know that there's that.
I
Maybe
didn't.
we're thankful for good beer, maple syrup,
Yeah.
Canadian bacon,
Or even shit beer.
You mean ham?
ham.
I mean, just Canadian bacon's just ham. that's what the Americans don't know. It's just ham, guys.
Yeah.
But they call it Canadian bacon.
Well, they love it when you put the syrup and the ham together.
No. Isn't it's a Jersey? What is it called? The Canadian bacon,
back bacon.
back bacon.
Back
No, because back bacon's just regular bacon but thick. But the Jersey,
Google it,
what is it called?
No idea.
because that's what we're doing here now.
I can't believe we don't know what Canadian Thanksgiving is for.
Yeah, I think it's just
eating-
called. We are Canadian, by the way.
No,
but
it's just called New Jersey ham.
Jersey
That's
ham.
But it's Canadian.
good. Oh no, Taylor ham. That's the other thing.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, or also known
All
as
right,
New Jersey
okay,
ham,
that makes so much more sense.
or Canadian bacon if you're talking. I don't know.
You're not able to get Chris on the same time as us,
I'm right here.
like 3 screens.
3 screens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Elvin.
Oh, that sucks.
Fine.
Sorry, Chris.
It's 1 year. I've been here for an hour and a half before you got here, and it
I
worked.
got him to yell yes.
I said I wanted my own camera and the door, just in case I have to get
Yeah.
out.
Quick exit.
Speedy recovery. Yeah.
Good,
All right,
good, good.
let's get into what happened in Hollywood this day in Hollywood, this week in Hollywood, right?
What did happen?
A lot of stuff happened.
Ooh.
A lot
Well,
of birthdays.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Okay. Okay.
Don't look at my screen.
Hey,
Just cheating.
Lot of-
yo, you need to turn the midgets
It's like
off.
9 months away from
Yeah.
February
Little
almost.
people.
Or January.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to Mario Lopez. Anybody know who Mario
Oh,
Lopez is?
Slater.
Oh
AC
yeah, Saved by the
Slater.
Bell.
Slater.
Saved by the Bell.
Did you know what AC stands for?
No.
Ass and cock.
Oh, Air Cadet.
Really?
Yeah, because his
Oh,
dad was
his
an
dad
army
was a-
guy.
Yeah, he was.
Ah.
Yep.
And I knew this was my son was in it. I'm like, oh, that's what the AC stands
Makes
for.
sense.
Wow, something you didn't know about.
So
Saved by
wait,
the
what was
Bell.
his actual name then?
AC Slater.
AC
No,
Slater.
but if AC stood for
Listen, Preppy.
Air
His name is Slater. all right.
Right. Mario Lopez. That's his real name.
yeah, all right, touche.
How old is Mario Lopez? Guys?
He's probably pushing like 48 or no,
Yeah.
48.
50.
The dude was
52.
probably 40 when
52.
he shot that.
52.
He doesn't actually look like he's aged though. Since then.
No,
No.
He's absolutely a vampire.
My dude's skin is flawless.
He's
man.
got that
It's crazy.
Azteca good looks.
Yeah.
The good gene.
We should just raid all the hunks tonight.
I'm gonna go to that door.
I'm
now.
gonna do 8. Lock the door.
Locking the door. We're gonna raid the hunks.
I'm gonna say 62.
62. You said 48.
I'm saying 52.
52.
I'm
And you
saying
said,
52.
I'm sorry,
62.
I'll say 55.
55. AC Slater is 51. You
1
missed
year
that
off.
one.
Close.
What does he even do now?
He does
He's a
the
talk show person. He just
no.
interviews people.
He does talk show. Is it America's Got Talent?
Oh, maybe
Oh,
it's something like that.
No, that's Terry Crews now. I think.
Is it?
Is it?
Okay.
Speaking of hunks, no, just kidding.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday to. Hold on here. What happened? Happy birthday to the late Luke Perry.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say how old was he.
oh,
But his son actually wrestles right now in
Oh yeah.
AEW wrestling. Yeah.
Luke Perry. So we're guessing how old he would have been. I think he was 57.
No, you don't have to guess.
No?
I was just
62.
honorable
Okay.
mention.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Hugh Jackman.
He's in his 60s, right?
How old
Yeah.
is Hugh?
Yeah.
64.
AKA the greatest Wolverine ever.
He's been the only Wolverine.
That is true.
No, well,
Henry-
Live action,
not.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Cavill.
Well, live action. You meant, I know
Live
what you mean.
action,
I know
yeah,
what you mean.
yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
How old is he?
64.
64.
62.
60. Oh,
What
damn.
is this? Oh,
He
the
was-
price
I
is
knew,
right.
you were
The
going to say
price is
62,
right.
so I took it.
60.
You should do
63.
62. 62 in 1 month.
All right. All right. Hugh Jackman is 55. Get out of here, all of you.
Oh,
How
Oh,
dare you
it's-
date my
oh.
man?
my bad.
Happy
Wait, your
birthday.
guys are dating now?
I wish. You see those abs?
They were so
Happy
ripples.
birthday to Josh Hutcherson.
I have no idea who that is.
Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah.
that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
The new what's it called? Fight.
Oh,
Friday?
that
Nights at
dude.
Freddy's,
yeah.
Oh, he's like young. He's got to be.
He was a child actor, right?
I think so.
Yes, he is a child actor. That's what we're saying.
He was. I said.
34.
Hear things.
29.
Let's say 34.
34.
29. Right. You guys are just like 5. You know what you
Okay.
gotta do. You know what you gotta
Wait. What's my math? 34 subtract 29. 32. Wait, let me check
This is
that.
getting
Let me
vicious.
get the calculator.
He's got
Check the calculator.
the quadratic
average
equation over
Multiply,
the
raise the. Oh, no.
so 32. He is actually 31.
Mm.
Happy birthday, Joe.
No
Young
wonder.
guy still, man.
Yep.
5 years and 2 months old. Let's do a couple more here. Okay. Happy birthday to Sacha Baron Cohen.
He's 50. 50.
Favorite Sacha movie?
51.
Um,
Borat.
Oh, favorite Sasha movie?
I mean, it's gotta be Borat.
Yeah.
Like that was like
It's groundbreaking.
I don't know. I kind of liked him in.
That was groundbreaking.
I'm
Talladega
still
Oh, yeah, he was
saying
great.
Yeah.
in
alive.
Nights, too.
King of the castle.
I gotta say, Borat. When I watched that, I just couldn't. I was beside myself. I'm like,
I think
this guy-
I was just like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
Yeah. Like, how is he not dead?
Dude,
Yeah.
remember when he got? Was it Dick Cheney or no?
Paul. I know who you're talking about. What he was Donald Trump's lawyer.
Yeah,
He was mayor
Rudy
of New York.
Giuliani.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
They got Rudy Giuliani
At the hotel, right?
in a hotel with his daughter and
Wow.
told him that she was underage, and he's like, "All right," and started undoing his pants.
Wow.
Mhm.
And somehow that motherfucker still has. Oh wait, no, he's in jail now, isn't he?
Is he in jail?
Middle of.
Let's hope so.
I don't know.
How old is Sasha?
I'd say he's like 59.
59? What do you say?
58.
Oh,
Just to undercut.
Just
But if he's older, I win.
I mean, that's fair.
55.
55. Look at you undercutting both of them. Sasha is 52 years old.
Piss.
Ooh.
I mean, I win.
Okay.
Do we get points for being close?
should.
I thought it was points for getting it on the nose.
I didn't know there were points at all.
Sacha Baron Cohen. That's who we're talking about, Kiwi. Borat.
We are moving on now. We are happy birthday to Usher.
Ursher.
Is he lathered in baby oil?
Oh,
No,
let's
that's
not go
Diddy.
there.
But
So far, this show we've had.
Brought to you by Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah. Brought to you by P. Diddy.
Diddly do. How old is Usher?
Usher's got to be pushing 60.
Really?
You think so?
Yeah.
47.
47. Okay.
51.
So he said 60. What? 60?
Yeah, I'm gonna just say flat 60.
Happy birthday to Usher. He is 45.
Pharrell is older than Usher.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I just learned that Pharrell is 51 today. So I was like, oh, Pharrell's a new kid on the block compared to Usher.
Usher.
There's no umlauts.
That's what Ludacris calls him. Usher.
Ludacris can't pronounce his own name.
I know. That's what makes it funny. Usher.
It's okay. Luda's worth millions now. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Let's do This Week in Hollywood famous things that happened. 2017, a movie called Thor Ragnarok dropped.
Ragnarok?
Thor?
Oh,
Ragnarok.
Thor. I thought you said four.
No,
My bad.
Thor.
I heard four.
Jesus.
Like, what?
Am I speaking Swahili?
Yeah.
Great movie. That was a great movie.
Directed by Taika Waititi.
Gross.
In 1963, I'm gonna hum this thing and you guys will know what it is.
Twilight Zone.
Yes. In 1963, William Shatner stars in Nightmare at 20,000 feet. Episode of CBS anthology series The Twilight Zone.
There's someone on the wing.
Didn't Jordan Peele, or he's bringing it back?
No, he already did.
He already did.
It was
Did
for-
he?
So it was to launch Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
And it didn't do well.
Oh, okay.
I watched all of them. I think there was only 7 episodes or
Yeah,
something.
they're pretty lackluster.
There, yeah.
It's too bad.
One of them was intriguing, but the rest was kind of.
You actually just started talking about it, and I forgot that I watched it.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah.
1975. This show came out on Saturday night. What is it?
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
That movie
Premiered
comes out
on
this weekend.
NBC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the Saturday night thing out yet?
It's out this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Select theaters or like broad
No,
release?
broad release. I
Okay,
think.
cool.
Yeah, I think so.
In 2006,
Wait
and
till
you-
it comes on streaming.
Me too.
I think we're all doing that. I mean, it's for
Yeah.
Ooh, is that in theaters? Oh, wait.
Oh wow! It'll be. I can't wait to
platform
see
is
it
coming on
in a month.
Yeah.
2006 U.S. sitcom 30 Rock premieres. Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin
That's a good show.
and Tracy Morgan.
That was wasn't it a Saturday night
It
a
was
spoof? Like they were
sort of. So that also was happening at the same time as Aaron Sorkin's Studio 60,
Yes.
which was more serious but still Aaron Sorkin. So
Right.
it's funny. But 30 Rock, yeah, was
It was behind the scenes of a
of
live
like
show.
the executive producer
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
head writer kind
That's
of
right.
thing.
Tracy Morgan was awesome.
You guys know I love me some wrestling. So
Mhm.
in 1992, Bret the Hitman Hart beats Ric Flair for the WWF Heavyweight title.
Nice.
It was a big deal.
Nice.
So I started watching the
The
McMahon
McMahon?
doc.
Yeah.
You guys watching
Good.
that?
I mean,
Yes.
everything in there, I already knew,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was good for
I'm only
the average
through
person.
episode 2, but
It's pretty crazy, huh?
it, like I remember like watching Saturday Night Live or
Yeah.
Saturday Night. What was it called? Main event?
Main event, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that and like the first WrestleMania and stuff like that. So yeah.
In 2023, a concert called the Eras Tours premiered.
Never heard of it.
Who's that?
Some
Taylor
football
Swift,
girlfriend.
don't know.
Oh,
Some,
Is it the biggest concert ever?
I think it is now.
No.
Is it bigger than Beatles and Michael Jackson touring?
No.
Well, when you
Wait,
mean
biggest
like,
tour or biggest
box office?
single concert?
I'm talking about like in terms of like hype, world awareness.
I would say in this era, yes.
Because
Yeah.
she's touring everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say
And they're all selling out.
for this era,
Yeah.
there is hype only because of social media and like the presence of like the internet. I think that's why it's.
I
as
kind of
big.
think the opposite because without social media and all that stuff, you take that away, you're dying to see that person. Because the only time you see them is in a music video.
Yeah, because you can watch her tour on Disney or whatever it's
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
I would think the opposite. wouldn't you?
But then we're talking about the biggest what?
I'm talking about like in terms of like hype, worldwide hype. Michael
Cultural-
Jackson touring, Beatles
I mean-
touring.
I mean,
or
if the
Taylor
Beatles
Swift.
and Michael Jackson were being aired on TV for their concert because people couldn't go, I feel
But it
like
was special.
it would be
Was
as
it
big.
concerts? I was too young. Was it concerts or was it just like specials?
What that?
Jackson.
A special is a comedy special.
No, like he would have those specials, right? But they weren't actual like touring concerts. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But he still toured.
He's
He still
still-
did.
yeah,
no,
I know he toured. What I'm saying is they're two different.
Well,
What do you-
I
I don't
if we're
know-
talking in terms of specials, what I'm imagining is like
What
there's
the
a
What
concert
do you mean
hall,
by special? I don't
Like
understand
Christmas
that.
specials or like Halloween special, things like
like
that.
a stage play.
Like a
Yes.
theme.
Yeah, it would be a theme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so like a concept show,
Yeah, what he was saying was that
but it would be the entire tour. They would do
the
that.
tours would be one theme and we've just done repeatedly, right?
Yeah.
But I think in between he also had these like Halloween specials and Christmas things on stage.
So are you talking about
And it wasn't like it wasn't a tour that he just did a Motown or something, one place.
It's like the most confusing thing.
I'm a little
Yeah.
confused. So are you talking about is the concert big, or are you talking about her movie? Thing
Okay,
being
I'm gonna
big?
explain this again.
Okay.
Of the three of them,
Can we just
I'm-
rewind?
Yeah. Of the three of them, which group do you think?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Okay.
The
Because-
Beatles toured for
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
The Beatles were a
But
band
were they-
for less
were they-
than a decade.
was the world clamoring for them more than Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson?
I think Michael Jackson is.
Well, I think just because Taylor Swift has this, like, she's got the whole
She's got
younger
broad appeal.
generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger appeal.
She
Well, she's every generation. Now
Yeah.
dads like her because she's banging a good football player or whatever.
Not
So-
this guy.
Let's get into that conversation. I don't think he's that good. No, just-
all right.
only the best tight end in all of NFL history.
no, I'm saying in bed.
Yeah, the best tight end in all history. That's what he's. We're
Definitely
agreeing.
is a tight end. All right. That's about it.
We'll end on that.
We'll end
note.
on that note. Yeah.
Keith's got a question here.
All right. Fire.
Which wrestler?
Huh?
Sorry, what?
Which
He's talking about
ran
wrestler, a wrestler,
chain of spaghetti restaurants.
Was there a famous wrestler? who
Oh,
ran
is it
Guy Fieri.
Jake the Snake.
what's the name? The Brooklyn Brawler?
No, it's Guy Fieri.
it? I don't know.
You look at Guy Fieri and tell me he doesn't dress like a pro wrestler.
He does dress like a pro.
He does.
The hair, the chains, the shirt. He's got it all.
He's
going
got
on, man.
catchphrases.
Big catchphrasteries.
Taking you to Flavor Town.
The key word he said is ran. So that means the person is
Well, it's
not,
probably died of cholesterol.
or steroids
Yeah,
or both.
there's a lot of bad cholesterol and steroids these days.
It's fair.
Yes, it is definitely fair. All right. Let's get into the first topic. It is yours, right?
No,
It's mine.
it's Sheldon.
It's yours. Okay.
It's Velma.
All right. So give us a little breakdown of this show and what it is about, and
So Velma is kind of a retelling of the Scooby-Doo series, but
that's a very loose term of retelling.
It's,
I've seen some episodes.
yeah, they're not good.
they're not.
None of them are good.
No,
And Scooby-Doo isn't even involved.
no.
He's
so
not
I don't
involved.
think it's a retelling.
It's
more of
her.
a-
It's Mindy
using the
Kaling's
name more like
Mindy Kaling's concept of the Scooby-Doo show.
yeah.
Who?
The wacky world of Mindy.
Yes. She portrays.
Wait, Mindy, like the girl who played
From-
what's her
from
name
The
in
Office.
The Office?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
didn't her show suck too?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, so she made this whole Velma show that's all about Velma realistically, and how Velma is kind of like in my opinion, it made it seem like Velma was the victim amongst all these privileged people, I guess you can call them, in the way she portrays them. Like Daphne is like kind of stuck up and
She is.
not.
She's a preppy cheerleader who probably was a bitch to her.
In this show, yes. In this show, she definitely was. You had Fred, who is also rich stud muffin kind of guy.
Dude, the motherfucker wears an ascot,
Hey,
and his name is.
it's called culture. It's called culture.
His dad definitely owns a golf club. Like, I mean, the clubhouse.
And then we just have Shaggy, who's black now, which is great. I dig it.
Wait, Shaggy's black?
Yeah.
And is she supposed to be darker as well?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
supposed to represent Mindy,
Yeah.
who's Indian descent.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Velma's Indian now,
Okay.
I can't stand Mindy.
and Shaggy's black. The
But Daphne and Fred stayed white, which was
so they just
they could have made them any
they
other
just-
color.
Wait, did they make Scooby a Chihuahua or something now?
He's a
Scooby
cat.
doesn't exist.
cat.
Scooby doesn't exist in this world. He's not.
fearless cat.
Yeah.
That's right. Puss in Boots.
Okay.
Anyway, first season aired.
And sorry, just to backtrack a bit.
Yeah.
This takes place obviously before they
This-
all before like they become a gang.
Exactly.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Taking
It's a
before
prequel.
they're in a high school. They
Right.
hate each other.
Right.
Oh god.
Velma's got she got like anger issues for some reason. I couldn't watch the rest of this because it was just bad.
Right.
It felt like the Scooby-Doo that I grew up with, she just wrecked.
Mm.
Like they're supposed to be about working together, building the friendship, having each other's backs. This was none of that.
Right.
From what I watched anyway. And the first season got a second season because of the amount of people watching it, but people hated it. And
So
I
they're
think
just rage watching it.
they were literally rage watching this show
It's 38% on Rotten Tomatoes.
for the first season.
Yeah.
Look up the second season. The second season Rotten
Not enough.
Rotten Tomatoes didn't even give it a score.
Yeah, not enough
Rotten
reviews.
Tortilla. It's not the Mexican site.
Rotten Tomatoes did not
We can
even
make it
give it
one.
a
Rotten
score.
Tortilla.
Rotten Tortilla.
The audience score was horrifically low, like 13%.
Wow.
13% for the second season. They are not renewing it for a third, thank God. Because I think they realized how bad this show actually was. And I'm so happy.
Everybody's happy. Like I'd never even heard of this show before until you brought it up. And as I go through it, like everyone's thank God they're canceling
Yeah.
this show.
Yep. And Mindy's like, oh, we had a good run, but you know, it's time to move on. Sure, Mindy, like your show sucked, dude. Just
You didn't
admit it.
move on, Mindy. You were moved on.
Yeah, she was
You were ushered out the door.
Yeah.
Let's
She was
call it
just
what it is.
catering to like,
No, you know what it is? She cashed in when that whole, hey, let's give everybody an opportunity who's minority a show.
Mm.
Or a
But
role.
this is her second, third. This is her
yeah, she
the
cashed
first
in.
show. What, the Mindy Project?
Yep.
Ugh.
That ran for like 5 seasons,
Did it really?
2012 to 20.
Who was watching that thing?
That's crazy.
Um,
Ugh.
Yeah, everybody looked that up. Everybody,
No way.
Everybody's on their computers
Yeah,
looking
it
at
went-
it.
it
There's
went
like, there's
high.
no way this is real.
yeah,
I've never watched
6
a movie.
seasons.
yeah,
Wow.
6 seasons.
Why? Who? How? Ugh. No.
No, it's not good.
Well, hey, she made her money.
Because Chris Mencia is in it. God, I hate that piece of shit. I keep seeing his ads. Oh yeah, BJ Novak's in it too. But I
Yeah,
keep seeing his
of
ads
course.
for his
Well, her
comedy
and BJ
special.
Novak are like best friends, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
they
for
take-
his comedy special, and like it's like, oh, come to the Vancouver Forum, see Chris Mencia or whatever the hell his name is, and then he's just like, so my wife and I went and saw, this thing on Broadway. Trust me, it's not for me. And it's like, come get your tickets now. And I'm like, that's not a joke. That's not why.
You have to go to get the punchline.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't
to
tell
really
you
help him out.
everything. Jeez. Save the best for last.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, obviously she developed that show or the
She's
Velma
developed
show
all right.
after.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's the dumpster fire is over. People don't have to worry about Scooby-Doo ever being ruined again. At least I hope so.
The question is, what are they doing next with Scooby-Doo? Are they doing anything, or do you know?
There, not that I'm aware of.
No.
I would just kind of leave it alone, man. I don't think we need another retelling of.
Did you guys like the live? Did you ever see the live action?
Oh,
ones?
they're all right.
Only the first one?
Yeah, they're
They're all right.
great to watch, not sober.
Well, the whole show's about drugs, anyways.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
No.
Of course.
Yeah,
Which
the
is why
van.
it's like
Oh yeah, okay.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
He's a real
Shaggy,
stoner.
that, like right.
They're
It's
always
just-
eating. Got the
Don't
munchies.
ruin my
Oh, yeah,
childhood,
Scooby
man.
snacks. He talks to the dog.
Talks to the dog.
Also, is it not a little problematic to just make the stoner guy just black? Is that like if she like
You got it. You got it. That's exactly it, man.
like
It
they
was-
didn't race swap anyone else,
Nope.
and
just
they're
those
like,
two.
let's make the
Just those two.
like, that seems a little
Yeah,
all right.
it was not a good time, man.
Yeah,
So that was my little splurb. That's all I wanted to bring up. I'm just happy
That's
that it's
it?
canceled. That's it.
Okay.
I'm happy it's
No
yeah.
pictures.
Nope,
the
not.
show that sucks. It sucks.
I don't want to
It's gonna be-
advertise the show any more than it already got.
Every week, bring a topic. I'm glad it's gone.
Yes. That's gonna be my segment on this show.
And if we're
I'm
ever
glad it's dead.
and if we're ever lacking, we can always just talk about Willow again.
There we go. The topic should be like Sheldon shits on.
Yeah.
Hey, Kiwi, you didn't even answer the trivia question that you posed. Who ran the goddamn spaghetti shop?
I said Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, you said a bunch of. You said like 4 others.
Roddy Piper. Those are
I
my
can
two-
see Roddy
those are my two
Piper
guesses.
running a.
I googled it
spaghetti
and I
shop?
didn't find anyone, so I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Unless he doesn't know and he was just asking the question. He was like, "Hey, do you guys know who ran this?"
I think he was. I think he was.
He was genuinely just asking, guys, do you know anybody who ran this?
We're not experts. Don't ask us questions.
No.
Just comment. Make stupid comments. We don't answer questions.
All right, what's
All
our
right.
next topic?
We are going to talk about, well, we're going to talk about something about the Penguin, but I actually do want to talk a little bit about the Penguin because,
See, it wasn't a trivia question he was asking. Let me find it for you.
okay.
While
Alvin
you
will look at
while
that.
you start.
So the Penguin on Max or HBO or whatever you call it, episode 3 dropped on Sunday.
Yes.
Holy crap, this is a good show.
Yes.
No spoilers, right?
No.
All spoilers. What?
All spoilers.
Penguin died. No.
Yeah. So you guys talked about, I think, episode 1 a few weeks ago, but
Mhm.
anyways, we're not going to go too into the show, but I just wanted everyone to give their thoughts on it. And then there's something I wanted to chat about. But anyway, so here's the thing. We all knew that Colin Farrell was going to be great because we saw him
100%.
in the Batman.
Yeah.
I can't believe how good those prosthetics are. Like
Yeah.
his facial, like you can actually still see, like, you know, it doesn't look like prosthetics.
Not at all. No, it looks too real.
Like, was it episode 2 where he had his like shirt off? Too?
Yes.
Yeah, and
crazy.
the razor wire and stuff. Or whatever.
So, anyways, we all knew that he was going to be good. He's great. The supporting cast
oh,
Mhm.
is so good.
Mhm.
What's her name? Is the scariest
Kristen, yeah, the
Sophia?
mom from
Yeah.
Sophia Falcone.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Dude, she's amazing.
How scary.
But I feel like anything she's in, anything she does is usually really damn good.
yeah, but I don't know that I've seen her in a dramatic role before. Like I've seen her.
what was she in before? Sorry.
She was the mom in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
she was the cute, like adorable,
Yeah,
lovable
yeah.
woman. Like
like.
So, sorry. Go ahead. You're saying?
No, I was just gonna say, like, there was a couple scenes where they're at like dinner together, her and and Oswald or whatever, and she's just
Yes.
like staring him down. It's like, oh my
Just
God.
got the
Cold,
constant
cold.
lock
Oh,
on
it's just
eyes.
like-
Yeah.
there was one scene in particular where it was just like a quick facial twitch of just like she was smiling at him, and then it just drops, and then she walks away, and I was like,
Yeah.
But kudos to Penguin. He don't care.
No.
What?
Family
Actually,
don't care.
no, she was in it. She was in an interview where she was like, I don't know Colin very well. Met him a couple times here or there, like randomly. But he was always in the Oz
Yeah.
makeup and everything for
Yeah.
this entire shoot. So we spent so much time together, but he was always in the prosthetics. And then after we were done and I was talking to Colin just normal, I was like, I don't know who this is. Like,
Yeah.
and she was like, I got
Yeah.
so accustomed just to talking to him.
It's probably why he did it, right? It's like
Yeah,
staying,
probably.
staying
Same
character.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. But-
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I found the pizza guy.
Okay, who's the pizza guy?
He's an actual wrestler still.
Pizza?
Wait, I thought it was
Oh.
spaghetti.
So he's an actual wrestler.
That's not spaghetti.
No,
You're,
it's spaghetti, man.
You're
It's not
Oh,
pizza.
racially profiling Italian foods.
Aren't they all the same? It's tomato sauce.
Oh my God, no!
You got carbs and tomatoes.
Yeah,
in
the
there.
carbs. Say,
Got some basil on it. Whatever.
one of you said pizza. That's why I
Man,
said
looked
pizza.
up pizza instead of spaghetti. It's still on the screen.
Yeah. Woo. I wasn't even looking at this.
That's
All right, back to work. Elvin, keep looking up the pizza guy.
What were we talking about? The penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What else? Oh, I mean, I like the Victor, his sidekick or whatever. I just like the way also that it just, you know, it picked up from the movie and like, you know, they we all know what the Riddler did and stuff like that. So it's basically right now it's a, like Justin, you said before, it's not a comic book show.
No.
It's a mafia. It's a gangster.
Yeah.
You know?
Earlier I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying Sopranos season 9.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sheldon, these guys know this. I always judge a good show. How many times I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Like when I watched Last of Us season
Yeah.
1, like I don't know how many times my wife's like, are you watching Last of Us again? Because I literally like, I mean, I don't do it in the movie theater because people get mad at me. When I'm at home watching a show, I'm always like, oh my god,
That's awesome.
and it's already happened a few times in the show.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
this episode's my favorite,
Nice.
and again, you know, the storyline there is like
Okay,
so good.
so I got the spaghetti.
Okay,
Spaghetti, right?
Yeah,
spaghetti.
it's Hogan's Pasta Mania restaurant,
Oh, that
Damn.
guy. I think I've heard of
and
him.
it failed miserably.
This is
Complete failure.
Who the fuck drew that artwork?
He
No
did.
Shit, it failed.
But he looks
It was
worse
a
than the
stunt,
artwork.
okay?
It looks that. Did they race swap Hulk Hogan? Why does he look Mexican?
Why is he Italian?
What?
He's American blood.
Does his shirt say Pastamania?
Yeah,
It
Pasta
does.
Mania.
Yo, can you imagine how much one of those shirts probably goes for?
I
on
want
eBay?
that shirt right now.
Hold on.
D, can you make me that shirt?
Pasta Mania shirt.
I want that shirt.
Order. eBay.
I'm ordering it.
I'm looking.
Someone made it. 100% someone made it.
Oh.
Teespring is on it.
You could just get them. They're $20.
He sounded so disappointed.
Oh yeah, oh no, original.
He wanted to be like
Original.
one of a kind with
$1,200 for a
tomato
sausage.
stains on it.
Hulk Hogan wore this shirt before, brother.
It stains.
Well, that's just it. You only wear it for a bit and then you got to tear it off.
Hold on. I have
So Kiwi says, sorry, that's what he was talking about.
Hey.
eBay. We got Pasta Mania with authentic pasta sauce artifact.
That looks disgusting.
$80 starting the bid.
Damn.
You're not clicking a bid. It's not the company account you're using it for.
You mean you don't want pasta sauce
That's
that looks
part
like
of history.
what I dropped in my toilet this morning?
You wanted it framed to the wall. Yeah, Pasta
All right.
Mania. There it
Glad
is.
we got that settled. That
Yes.
was really,
Whew,
Who's
it's bugging
bugging
me.
me?
really bugging
There you
me.
go, Kiwi.
I went almost to
That's
the wrong
your
side
answer.
of the Italians with pizza.
Anyways,
Hey, what's the matter with you?
on that note, yeah.
Joker.
So I don't
I
know.
mean-
What do you guys think of the Penguin so far?
It's a brilliant series so far.
Yeah.
It's hitting all the right notes. It's telling the story.
Yeah.
Not what people want to see in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's especially with this latest episode, we got some fulfillment with Victor.
Yep.
Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. It fleshed him out more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you were wanting, no?
Yeah, I did want
Yeah,
that. Yeah. But
yeah.
I was actually thinking about some things and I'm like, oh, there's a glaring problem in this show.
What is it?
And I just figured it. I'm like, why? Why did my brain think of it?
What is it, Elvin?
Why doesn't he just pop her too and be done with both brother and sister?
Oh,
And
both
then
Falcons?
He just moves up the ranks again. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, no one cares if she dies. They told her to piss
That's
off.
true. Yeah.
They told her to piss off. Get out of here. We don't want you. Go back. Go
Well,
to
'cause they-
vacation, right?
Yeah, but they also don't care about him.
No.
So-
What I'm saying is, it's one less person in the way. Pop, done.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I
I
mean, that's so I don't think that he's gonna have to deal with, or that he has the ability to deal with her now, because
Didn't he, at the end of
Well,
spoiler,
now
he just left her at the end.
she's
of
giving
Yeah,
him something
episode.
now that he wants, right?
no, but he left her because the other family just showed up and completely blew his cover anyway. So it's not like
Yeah.
after they were having a conversation about like, hey, I'll show you how to trust me again, and they're just like, so motherfucker, you can't talk to and think we're not gonna come here. So then now he's just like, all right, well. And then when Vic gets in the car and he's like, what about her? He's like, nope, not that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
bridge is burnt now.
Yeah.
I the way I see it is, since she's entered the picture, he was not expecting that, for one. Like, I think he figured, once the brother is gone, I can move up in his spot, or
Yeah. Well, he thought she was still in Arkham.
yes,
Yeah.
And then he kind of feels guilty now because he had a hand in putting her there.
does he though? Does he feel guilty?
He has feelings.
He has feelings, but
Yeah.
do you think they're genuine?
No, it's forced guilt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like her coming into the picture. I think ended up screwing up things for him a little bit.
Yeah,
It made it complicated.
Yeah, it did.
more so.
And now she wants to get in the family business for sure, hardcore. And
Well, it's her right to get. She's the next. Is her brother and her are after her dad's business, right?
But it's the uncle though,
the
isn't it?
Luca's in charge
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Luke is in charge.
Because
Yeah.
they devalue her, and
Yeah.
plus they also think she's a loose cannon.
Crazy.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
She's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in Arkham for
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
reason, right? So,
Yeah.
I just think that I was thinking, I'm like, why didn't you just pop her and story's over?
Because he can't now, right? Like she's
Yeah.
a bit too involved.
She's too good of a.
The son was really involved too. The son knew where all his stuff was.
Yeah, but he had
The son was doing drug runs too, making money on the side.
true, but when he popped him, they didn't know that he was dead at that point.
Well, he also didn't
They just knew
plan
that he
to
was
kill
missing.
him.
Right.
He literally did it. It was like a crime of passion.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to. He was gonna go there, get some money. He's got dirt on the brothers and some politicians or whatever. So and then he just showed up and was like, ah, shit. Then he started making fun of him and he was like, all right, wow.
Yeah.
So he didn't plan all this. He's not a mastermind. He's literally just like, all right, this is what I got to deal with. Here's my best option. Go with this one.
Over under, she gets popped before the show ends.
You think so?
No, I'm just asking you guys. Over, what do you think?
I think she's too good of a character.
Yeah, she is a bit strong of a character just to pop her off at the end of the first season. I think. She'll carry on to the second season.
Oh, you're thinking there's 2 seasons coming?
I think there should. You don't think so?
I don't know.
oh.
I don't know.
From
Because what I heard from Matt Reeves is he's going to do other characters.
Oh, is
Yeah.
Oh.
So
But-
they're going to be
but-
like supplementary to the movies.
But we know from history, if a show is good, they make the second
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Or a movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Spoilers of
Can
what's
he
to come.
say no to a second season? But then I guess they just get somebody else to do
Yeah.
it.
It would be up to the obviously contracts of actors,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And then it'll be up to Warner Brothers, and then it'll be up to Matt Reeves what his storyline is, what's he want to do. He's probably got a roadmap put in
Yeah.
place, right?
Yeah,
That makes
because
sense.
the Penguin's got to come back for Batman too.
Yeah.
You would think he's going to be.
Yeah, I would think so too. I mean, I'd be disappointed if he isn't
Yeah,
somewhere around
exactly.
doing something.
Exactly. So on that note, the thing I wanted to talk about, and this came up online this week, it was about because this Penguin is so good and the Batman is so good, should it be brought into
James Gunn's universe.
No.
which we all know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying hypothetically.
Because you take something that's good, why
Mhm.
wouldn't you bring something? Even though the Joker,
Well, they had that problem in the past too, right?
yeah,
Christopher Nolan made a great Batman.
yes,
And when Warner Brothers decided to get Snyder involved, he didn't bring that Batman over.
Yeah.
Right.
right,
I think it's a lot to do with ego too.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. But I think it also has a lot to do with the actual worlds they're in too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
this is a very
Yeah.
grounded.
yeah.
world,
You can't picture. I can't picture even a Superman with.
No, you just go punch Penguin once and it's over.
Yeah.
It's
But,
dead.
I mean, that would be. I mean, for Superman in general, that would be the case though. Like if he were to punch Penguin would
but he
die.
wouldn't do it. Superman wouldn't. Do
No,
it.
but I'm just saying that's what would happen. He would.
Yeah.
I feel like Penguin would explode.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he would just explode if Superman punched him.
Well, it's like a planet hitting your face. Right? Of course. You definitely would.
I would
explode.
love to see
There'll be
this.
tomato sauce in the pasta. Right?
I'd love to see this Penguin's reaction if like Wonder Woman came out and like landed in front. He'd be like,
Oh,
"Whoa."
hey, how you doing? How you doing? Huh?
Doll,
you
put
got
on
my
some clothes.
feathers in a ruffle.
But yeah, so online there's people actually for it, and people obviously
They're always
against
gonna
it.
be.
Yeah,
It's
But-
not a bad thing.
You know, and being grounded and having I mean, Batman kind of is a grounded entity already,
Yeah.
right? Like he
Yeah.
goes up against some crazy villains.
What's a rich guy with gadgets?
Right.
Right? Martial art
Yeah,
ability.
and
he
he-
doesn't
and-
have no superpowers as of
No,
being rich.
But he goes up against guys that are kind of like
Yeah,
nuts
because he
in
uses
terms
his
of-
wits, right?
Yeah. Like I feel Superman or I don't know, like even Parasite dropping into his role to be kind of crazy for him to deal with, but it would make sense because that's what Batman deals with already.
Well, and also too, they haven't even like recognized the Riddler at all. They were just like this crazy guy, this insane. Like they're not even like there's. It's so grounded that it's not even like here's his alter ego or whatever. They're just like this crazy asshole blew everything up,
yeah,
and it's just like look what this crazy thing did. This thing that happened. It's not like, oh no, Joker did this, or oh no, the Riddler strikes again. It's just like this asshole blew up the New York.
It is funny though, because when I was watching episode 2 of The Penguin, my son comes down, my youngest son, and he goes, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, it's The Penguin." And he looks at it and he goes, when does he train the penguins? And I'm
Yeah.
like, that doesn't happen in this version.
Wrong show.
That's
This
awesome.
version.
When does he start eating
That's the
fish?
National Geographic version.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the Tim Burton version, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he did. Danny DeVito
Yeah.
had penguins trained or
Yeah.
whatever.
But
But
carry the bombs, right?
Yeah.
we actually, but I don't know if you guys remember this conversation. We had this conversation around the Flash. Remember we went and saw the Flash,
Mhm.
and at the end of the Flash, the movie, they're bringing back all these. You see
Clooney and all
Clooney,
that.
but they didn't have Christian Bale, and I was like, I'm glad they didn't have Christian Bale because he's rooted in a different kind of universe,
Yes.
and it would just wouldn't make any sense. And I think that's the same thing here. But then someone online actually said something interesting. They said, imagine watching the first Iron Man in 2008, and at that point thinking, down the future, 10 years from now, he's going to be fighting aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd probably be like, what?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because it
So-
was very much,
That's actually a very good point.
reality. and-
So
Kind of what I was wanting to say too. Like, it'd be interesting to see, like, all he's done is Batman has done is dealt with real people.
Yeah.
You know, so he can he
Street level thugs.
street level
mhm.
like, well, I was gonna say normal. They're not normal, but just like regular people. And now all of a sudden, these monsters come out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like legit inhuman monsters are coming out of nowhere. Like, how does he deal with that now? Because he's not used to dealing with that.
Well, then he needs a Superman. He needs a.
Or they use.
Does he though? Because Batman deals with them no problem.
I guess so.
What we've seen in comics and in animated series, things like that. Maybe not no problem, but he does find a way to deal with them. That's where his wits would really play. Because this Batman with Robert Pattinson, I feel like that's the route that they were going with. They wanted him to be a little bit smarter, a little bit more detective-y.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely noir detective.
Yeah,
Batman.
and then like this would really push his wits about him
Right.
if they were to introduce a superpowered character.
Well,
Right.
do they use what the Riddler did to Gotham as like and then because of the floods and everything, actually all the water got super irradiated or
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, but and that's where Killer Croc comes from. That's where like all of these Clayface, like all this shit, like all the mutations and monsters.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of dope.
that's
Because that'd be
for
something
a
he's like,
realistic, grounded or whatever. Because like they're so fantastical compared to like the literal, just like it's a cop who's a sociopath and he's afraid of bats.
yeah,
That's and he's got shitloads of money.
Because even for the Batman 2, and if he makes a Batman 3, who are the villains going to be? Right?
Yeah,
Like they have to introduce. They can't just keep going with Penguin and now
right.
Riddler and now the Joker's
Joker.
beside him. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Well, there was some sort of rumors that he was looking at the Court of Owls
yeah.
as his next movie as villains.
How do you do a grounded Court of Owls though? The Court of Owls, like they used people from the past and cryogenically froze them, and they used the Grayson family as their owls to go, or the Talon.
I
Sorry,
don't
to go
work for
fight.
Warner Brothers. My take on this whole thing is it's just egos at the end of the day, right? It's James Gunn's gonna say no, I don't want that because it's not my universe and I want to create my own thing.
Yeah,
fits into everything that I'm planning ahead. And then what's the name? The director for
Matt
Reeves is gonna say, well, I signed a 3-movie contract before, and my stories have nothing to do with these characters being involved.
Yeah.
The problem is, this is the problem with Warner Brothers. There's always nobody at the top planning long term. They just want money right away.
Well, that's why they brought James
And they're
Gunn.
so different
That's
from
right.
every other studio, you know.
Well, what I'm saying is, like,
Disney's like independent.
yeah, exactly. They want money, but they keep losing
Yeah.
because they don't plan properly. They're billions in debt.
Mhm.
They've lost so much money.
Mhm.
They had to shelve Batgirl because there's no foresight there.
Did they shelve it or did they just outright write it
Well,
off?
They
No,
want to say
well-
shelves because they don't want to say it's been completely removed.
Well, no, they wrote it off as a
That's what I
tax
thought.
write-off.
Yeah,
But if the movie was made, it's not like they stopped halfway.
No, it was done. So wait, now, all right, internet tax people, answer this question. If they write something off as a tax write-off, does that mean that they have to destroy everything from it?
No.
Can they?
I think in the U.S.
Because-
that's a thing.
That's what I mean, because like music
they wouldn't
stores,
be allowed to use that IP name.
exactly, music stores, if they write off a guitar, they have to destroy it, even if it's perfectly working condition or whatever.
Yeah.
They legally have to destroy it, make it unplayable.
And I only know this because I watched a show called Final Space, Which was I think a TNT movie TNT show, and they stopped at 3 seasons, and the creator for that show was like, I'd like to have it back so I can just make it on my own. They're like, nope, sorry, tax write-off. You ain't never getting it back. But he somehow did get the rights back just to do a book, and that was it. He couldn't do a show off of it.
Could they not give it to another studio?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, because tax write-off, you have to render it.
Yeah, in the US
unusable,
specifically, like once it's written off, that they can never bring it back.
But going back
but do they actually destroy it though?
They would, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no planning, there's no foresight, and that's why they continue to lose money.
Mhm.
With Snyderverse, they let this guy go make these movies. Whatever you want to say, there's people that love Snyder, but his storylines, his movies were critically like thumbs down. Right? A lot of people did not like his approach, his process.
Yeah.
And so they had to pull the plug on that. The problem is they didn't have anybody at the top that can properly plan things out like Kevin Feige did when he first started with Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, and all they wanted was their money, and Batman is their cash grab. And they're probably going to be just as happy as having 2 Batmans in the movies now.
More.
Batman, or would Superman?
No, Batman is their
Batman?
linchpin.
Yeah. Superman, I feel like, is a really hard concept to grasp for a lot of people. Like it's like
No,
dude
it's
from
it's
space who
it's
flies
society.
in is
It's
good.
society. Nobody not too many people like the Boy Scout. They
No.
all want
Oh,
the
yeah.
anti-heroes,
Mhm.
right? That's why Venom is popular. Punisher. They want these guys with a bit of an attitude.
the so-called realistic heroes
Yeah.
that aren't so realistic.
It does get confusing. Like, wait, so that Joker and this Batman can never be together.
Yeah.
And he's starting a whole new universe with another Batman, and we just
That's
had
where
that.
fatigue comes in too, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, not another one.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, because at this point, I don't want them to make or try and do another Avengers thing because I'm just tired of it.
Oh, but they're gonna.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Too late
they're
for
going
that.
to, but like, no, but I mean, an Avengers style where they're like, oh, we made these 7 movies and they all culminate
Yeah.
because Avengers did gangbusters. So now everyone's trying to do it. But
that's next week's topic.
at this point, I'm just like, oh, there's 2 different Batmans that are happening. Cool, whatever. I like one of them. I'm gonna continue watching that one.
I think James
I
Gunn's gonna
hope
wait.
the other one that I don't give a shit about ever, collaborates with this one.
I think he's gonna wait till the 3rd movie is made, and then he's gonna bring the Batman in, or at least when the 3rd movie is like getting filmed, then he'll start his
Third. What do you mean third movie?
Well,
'Cause
Reeves
he's
has
doing-
3-movie deal.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Right?
I thought you. Oh, I see. And then okay.
So,
but Is
but
James
by then it'll
Gunn-
be 2030.
Is James Gunn going to make his own?
Yeah, he's already
Batman?
announced.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
Which is like an older Batman.
Yeah.
The Bold and the Beautiful. It's
Yeah.
If they
Days of Our Lives.
I'll watch that.
AC Slater, if like when the trilogies, when they are done, and if they're like, all right, and now we're bringing in the both together, and there's gonna be a multiverse, I'm gonna show up to James Gunn's house with the same razor wire that they used in the episode 2 of the Penguin.
All right. You heard it here first. Anyways, yeah, it's not going to happen, and I'm glad it's not because I don't.
Justin going to his house, or
No, that's going to happen. I'm talking about these universes colliding because I actually enjoy this sort of storytelling more than the I don't know, Batman fighting aliens.
Mhm.
I don't know. I like the real world. I really like the Chris Nolan, that trilogy. I really like that.
Yeah.
And I like this version of Batman and the Penguin and stuff.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm the opposite. I love when they see each other and they're like, "You're just a guy in a bat costume. You don't have any powers."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like eventually I would like to see like a Mr. Freeze with his freeze gun, or Clayface. And the link that
Chill out, man.
Yeah, the link the link that you said where they like, how they give them like a crazy pseudoscience explanation as to why. Like, no, don't give that. Just be like, this is them. Let's go. I don't need an explanation as to how they became that. I just want Batman to fight that dude. Yeah,
I was actually really good in the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson that there was no origin story.
No,
Mhm.
no,
I was happy.
we
about
don't
that.
need that.
It'd be nice to maybe get a something similar. The Mask of
Zorro.
no
Phantasm?
not Phantasm. It would
Yeah.
be nice to get something like that,
Ooh, I don't know, man. That movie alone
Patterson's Past.
that movie alone was just too perfect. I don't know if I want to see a.
It didn't age well.
What?
Yeah, I just watched it like a month ago. It didn't age well.
No way.
Still a good story. Just the animation and it's didn't age.
Yeah, the animation it
Yeah.
was
But it's still a good
of
story.
its time
Yeah.
for sure.
You're comparing it to now animation.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I would love to see maybe something similar to that, like his past, like Raja Ghul's daughter, right? So,
Mhm.
something like that.
Ra's al Ghul?
Oh, sorry,
Roz?
Raj.
It's Roz.
Raj.
I'm just
You
playing.
say tomato? I say tomato.
All right, let's
I'd say pasta.
move on. Justin,
Yeah.
talking. What are your topic?
So they announced the numbers Netflix did of shit is it? Chris Pond of jeez
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go.
So it was a commercial failure as far as the movie release
In
goes
theaters.
in theaters.
Yep.
Because it made like 90 something million domestically.
Yep.
It cost like 150 or 170. But it's doing gangbusters on Netflix and the streaming numbers. They're like, this movie's doing great. And this kind of goes back to the stuff that we were saying a while ago of just like people don't give a shit about theater releases unless it's like an alien movie or like a big explosion thing or Deadpool or like this huge cultural wave. It's not like, oh, this sounds fun. Let's go that. Because it's just like, oh, I'll just wait 2 months and watch it on my couch without pants.
Or is it more just about movies that people don't care about?
No, I think Justin's right that that's how I determine movies now. It's like
Yeah.
I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it.
Even ones that I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. I can't wait to see that without pants. Like I don't give a shit about going to a theater.
What theater do you go to?
I mean, I don't know. I think for me, I still like that theater experience. You know, I
Sure.
like
I
going
do
into
too.
there,
No,
grabbing
I
that
love it.
popcorn, grabbing that drink, sitting down, and waiting for like the trailers to pop on, and then watching the movie. Like I still enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
But
But
I think it depends on like the movie, realistically.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I've been to I think 5 movies this year.
Mm.
2 of those were Deadpool. All right.
yeah.
And I like
Shit, I think I
before
did
the
the same.
pandemic, before the pandemic, I would go at least once a month to the
Yeah.
theater. But
That's fair.
now
Yeah.
prices have literally doubled
Yeah.
and I hate people. So like 2 things happened during the pandemic.
Bring on the AI. Can't wait.
Yeah. So like crowds piss me off,
Yeah.
and I don't want to spend $150 to go to a movie.
Yeah.
And if you buy it online, you get a convenience fee. You have to get charged.
Yeah.
Did that
Yeah.
for Wild Robot? It was, or not Wild, for
Convenience
the Joker. It was like $1 for a booking fee.
Yeah.
What?
I was like,
Yeah. Online.
well, you know what? At least Landmark was visible with
but if
their
you go in
with their
person,
fee.
it's not.
Right.
No.
So you're telling me that the person that you're paying to stand there,
Yeah.
you don't pay anything as a customer.
No,
but
you're
online when you
paying-
do it yourself.
Well, the convenience fees, you get the seat that you want.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
if you just go,
You
walk
could
in
do that
person,
at
You
the
can do that.
theater.
You can
They've
do
got
that.
buttons.
depending on the movie, there's a good chance that you may not get the seat that you
You can
want.
go a
What
month
if
in
you go
advance.
early?
A month in advance. I've
How
done it.
early are you talking?
I did a month in advance.
Yeah.
Oh,
I went to the theater because I was going to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, hey, there's one coming out next month. I went to the till and said, can I buy the tickets for that movie? They're like, yeah, sure you can.
Shut up.
Yeah, and I bought it. Landmark in Guilford.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
So you're
could
literally
do
just
that.
paying for their TELUS bill. Like
Yeah.
helping contribute.
I'm gonna just do that for now. Why am I buying
We just
tickets
talked about
online
this a couple
like
weeks
a
ago.
fool?
Cineplex got
Yeah,
fined.
for the convenience.
And
fee
Landmark's
that
going to
they-
get one too.
no, but Landmark shows it when you purchase it.
So it's your
But
fault.
they're, a-
I can't believe how stupid you are.
they're asking why is there a fee?
Oh, I see.
Why is there a why?
It's for the convenience.
Yeah.
It's for the
But-
convenience.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Captain.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm the same as you. I still love the theater experience. I've
Yeah.
been, growing up, it's what I did, right? Tuesday nights because
Mhm.
it was cheap. I remember seeing Back to
Or
the
Sunday
Future.
I
I
used
think
to,
it's
I
not
used to do
cheap
Boston
anymore.
Pizza pasta night.
Yeah.
And then hit up the movie right after at Metrotown.
no, Boston pizza's expensive as balls too.
I'm talking about when I was younger.
I know. I'm just saying things suck now.
I
and
haven't got
hate
a
it.
Boston pizza in over 10 years.
I went there, had a beer and a burger, and it was $70. I'm not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Boston
It is.
pizza can go, you know what?
But
I haven't stepped foot in a long
I
time.
literally determined like, is this do I want to see this in the theater? Like,
Yeah.
you know, is it worth it? Because
sure.
like I saw probably 5, same as Justin, maybe 4 or 5
Yeah.
movies in the theater. Obviously Deadpool, but
Twice.
the rest of this year, except for our charity thing, I probably won't go see anything in the theater.
Yeah. I have a nice theater setup downstairs, and I plan on using it and enjoying my movies there.
Yeah.
I just don't have. Honestly, like especially during the winter, I don't want to drive in the cold and the rain and all that.
Yeah.
Park my car 17 blocks away.
But especially
Right.
there's other drivers on the road. See, this is what I mean. It's people. Jeez.
Because there was other movies this year, like
Oh, do you know
The
what's
Fall-
happening recently?
but just let me say,
Sorry,
there was
go
other movies this year that were actually really well received, but
Mhm.
did not do well in the theater. The Fall Guy, people
Yeah.
loved the Fall Guy. It did bad. Even the Furiosa, people like that,
Yeah.
but didn't do well in the theaters.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see more and more
I
of that.
watched Fall Guy and I kind of fell asleep. I was a
I've
sleep guy.
watched
Doesn't
that
mean it's not
movie
bad.
I was a sleep guy.
probably like 3 times. Like it's just a fun movie. Same with
Which one,
Dungeon.
the Fall Guy?
Yeah.
I can't
it's
stand.
fun.
What's her name?
Emily Blunt.
I just can't stand her.
Oh,
It's because she's British.
Oh.
isn't it?
No, I'm not hating on it. It's just her acting in that movie. Maybe it just
But yeah, like Dungeons and Dragons, it was
fun.
exactly what it needed to be.
That was the only movie I watched alone ever in my life.
Yeah. And
At the theaters.
Yeah.
These guys told me to go watch it. So I
I
went.
go, I go by myself.
and
all the
wasn't
time.
it great? Because you
It was
wasn't have to
awesome.
deal with people. It's
It was
Exactly.
awesome. And then my wife yelled at me, "Why did you go watch this movie without us?
Yeah.
Do you not love us?"
But no, it was fun.
She's like,
and
I enjoy my movie time by myself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never done that. That was the first time
really?
ever.
Oh, wow.
I lived in Toronto, and I used to go every Sunday night to a local theater by myself to see what was ever
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
And film, I used to go to film festivals by myself too.
Nice.
I mean, I asked people, but they just said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, but I think we're going to see a lot more of that, like good movies that are just not. Well,
If
I
they
think
were just to bring it straight to your TV and made you pay like $20 for it, would you do that?
They did that during COVID.
Yeah, they did.
Wonder Woman.
yeah.
That was a bad movie.
Yeah, I know.
The first one though? Was it the first one they did that?
No,
no,
the
second
second
one.
one.
Second one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you'll just say, well, I just wait another couple months and then it's free because I
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
streaming. You know,
I wonder
Sure.
when the studios are gonna get, like, if the money starts drying up, which it is right now. I wonder if they're gonna say, okay, what do we do to offset this? Let's just keep raising the streaming platform prices then.
yeah.
Yeah. And
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 then
then
they
it's gonna
drive-
be like
Just
you're gonna
get
be paying
AI to make all
$50
the
for
movies.
Netflix. You're like, I'll just go to the theater then,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
and they're just going to continue to pay visual effects artists even less and less and less. And
What do you
Less
mean?
time too
AI
as
is
well.
taking over, man. Some
Yeah.
of that stuff is too good. It looks too real.
Justin's so mad right now. Woo!
I prefer the AI or visual. No, I'm just playing.
That's a whole different.
Don't put people
subject.
out of a job.
All right, moving on.
Oh yes,
He forgot he was
I'm so happy. Pharrell Williams is doing a collab with Lego. Not just a Lego set, but he's also doing a movie
Yeah.
about
saw
it.
that.
So it's trailer's dropped. Do we want to play the trailer?
Piece by
Already got
piece,
it
it's
up.
called.
All right, let's do it.
yeah, so it's his biopic.
Yes. He is a
And-
young kid.
All of the people who are in it, he did not tell them that
They were going to be the
no, that it was in a Lego movie.
nice.
He just said, "Yo, I'm doing my biopic. Do you want to be in it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And
So did they just go into a studio and do voiceover and not
Yeah.
the actual film them? Is
No,
that-
Well,
but
they
he must
probably
have.
did both.
He had to interview these people.
Yeah,
they probably were filmed.
yeah. So and this is what I was talking about. Like, we were like, "Oh well,
even got his.
why is he doing that?" Because everyone loves the Lego movies. They're all really good.
They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, you know what? He's probably just trying to, because everyone has there's a million like biopics and
Yep.
essentially self-biographies that artists are doing now. And he's probably just like, how do I get kids to give a shit about me? And then I looked up how old he is and I was like, bitch is 51 years old. So I'm like, you know what? This is how you get an untapped generation to pay attention to your music if they don't know it already, other than actually I'm pretty sure a lot of his music he's been in the music in the Lego
Well,
movies.
he's done a collab with
He's a
Illumina-
producer. He's a
Illumination.
yeah.
for Despicable Me,
Yeah.
and that's been a massive hit, right?
Yeah.
So, Snoop Dogg's in here, so that's cool.
So-
The toy is actually a rocket.
The toy?
Yeah, he's got a Lego set for this movie.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of
of
course.
course.
Is his face on it?
No, but he's got faces. Do you want me to pull it up, or Justin? You want to pull it up? I can pull it up if you want.
Yeah, you pull it up.
Okay. So his Lego pieces, it's got over 30 heads that you can actually. It comes with that you can mix and match with the characters that he has.
So it's custom Lego heads?
Yeah. Do you want to stop sharing screen, or do you want to wait till it ends?
Yeah, whatever. Lego movie. It exists. Bro.
In some capacity.
It's
Yeah.
real.
So yeah, here's the Lego heads you get with it.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you can mix and match. You can have, and then
Oh, it's just my friends.
the crazy thing is,
That's kind of morbid.
if you flip the other side, there's
Whoops.
additional heads on the other side.
Whoops.
So each head has
Where'd
two
it go?
expressions.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. but it looks like just a trophy wall of
Well, then
friends
you
that
see
he
the two.
beheaded.
There's the two characters here.
Yeah, I
You
know.
just- but it reminds me of Game of Thrones. Remember the heads?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This is my collection.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing about this movie: the guy who directed it has actually done some good documentaries.
Oh,
He's won an Oscar. He did
Oh.
20 Feet from Stardom about the background singers.
Wow.
He did the "Won't You Be My Neighbor," the
Really?
Mr. Rogers doc.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of intriguing me to like, I might want to check this out.
yeah. But I'll wait for it
In theaters?
No,
Wait for it to come.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So here's the actual Lego box set right here
Cool.
That's pretty dope.
over the moon. So yeah, this
Kind
is
of neat. I kind of dig that Lego set.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if this was really his idea.
That's probably gonna be like $200.
I
It
think
says
maybe
for a living
Lego
on it.
said, "Hey, listen, you want to do a movie?"
Yeah.
Or maybe they started with the Lego piece and they said, "Hey, why don't we just make a movie out of this?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this
Who
is
knows?
going to be coming out soon.
It was Crazy Danes.
Comes out this weekend, actually.
No, I'm talking about the set.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
the
talking
Lego
about
set.
the movie. All right.
Usually, I was talking to Lego store, and January is their big month.
January?
That's when they introduce all the Legos for
Oh.
the year.
Okay.
So she's like, it's chaos at the Lego store.
Of course, that makes sense.
There's people buying like boxes of them, taking them
It's
home.
I find it crazy that people still buy Lego like that. Like it's
I
nuts.
just got into a little bit of Legos
Oh,
with
no.
my oldest son.
Speaking of expensive,
Yeah, and it's nuts.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Especially
Which Lego set?
well, we're trying to do Lego City.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, we've got about 6 or 7 sets, but it's the retired sets that just shoot up like crazy,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Especially like something like the Simpsons Quickie Mart
Mm.
and
Oh,
the Simpsons house. They're
Yeah.
like $500-$600,
There's
And
like
and they were $200 to begin with.
Damn.
Yeah, so
something like the Friends from the
yeah,
TV
yeah,
show.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
That's a huge.
Especially
Stranger
now.
Things has
Yeah.
a set.
The upside down world.
The
thing.
upside
That was
down.
actually really
They-
cool looking.
I
Yeah,
saw at the Lego store that there was the Eye of Sauron tower
Mhm,
that they
mhm.
have on display right now. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that looks so cool. But I don't want to do Lego. I don't.
It's a
I don't
slippery
wanna do
slope, my
it.
friend. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, I've spent years and years with my kids looking for little. We need to find this one little piece because if we don't find this one little piece, it doesn't go and you can't build the whole thing. It's like,
Oh, you can just go to the Lego store and get it.
well, I know, but
I also heard Lego
Yeah,
will
but
just
they charge
ship
you
it
a
to you for missing
convenience
a
fee.
piece. You just need to have like the box number, and they'll just ship you that piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that. Yeah, that's one thing I liked about I like about Lego, because at first I was like that too, man, on the fear of losing pieces. I'm like, oh man, if I lose pieces, this set's screwed, right?
Yeah.
And the Lego's like, no, just tell us what set it was, and then we'll find it for you and send it to you. I'm like, sweet, this is
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, they have a
You're like the
very-
IKEA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate IKEA.
that's where I got the idea from.
I went to use the washroom in IKEA and I got lost.
It's your new home now, Chris.
So I took a little nap on one of the beds. Had a hot dog.
But there's no horse in it anymore.
What?
Yeah,
Had
it's
a
bullshit.
hot dog.
What? They took out the best
Had some
protein.
Yeah, they took
meatballs.
out the
Is
horse.
no, that's. Oh yeah,
Oh, no,
it is
that's-
IKEA.
Yeah, Swedish meatballs.
No, I don't know. This movie kind of looks interesting.
I'm probably gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
I enjoy this.
Not
these
into
movies.
documentaries where artists are alive.
It's Pharrell.
I need them
You
to
just
be dead
shut
for
it.
me to watch it. Because I'm like, oh, that's what this dude was about.
Go watch
I don't
the
care what
McMahon
you're about right
documentary
now.
and Tell me otherwise.
Yo, that was actually pretty well done.
Yeah.
They did a
You
good job
shot
of
it
that.
dead.
Well, technically he's dead. Like his career is done, dude. Like,
Who's that?
Big Vince
Vince
McMahon.
Oh, all right.
Mr. Moneybags. Here comes the money.
He looks weird now, eh?
That's because he's
So much plastic surgery and
eyebrows, and then you get a mustache.
Botox and stuff.
I
I
think
think a 1940s mustache.
I think it's crazy how this series at the very beginning they say he's just been accused
Yeah.
yeah.
sexual
Yeah.
misconduct
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
before they were even making the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Just right off the rip, we know this guy's a piece of shit. All right?
But we already made this film, so we gotta put it out.
We're just
We
gonna
started
see
making
through
this
it.
because we thought he was cool, realized he was a piece of shit, and then really found out.
Just so you know, we didn't interview him after the fact. It was before all this happened.
He was
Yeah.
a hero, and now he's dead to us.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the show.
Yeah. Oh damn.
So can we talk about the topic of the evening?
Let's
The
do it.
one that's on the thumbnail, the one that pulled everybody, the one that pulled you in. What you've been waiting for. It's the topic of the night. It is.
But instead of talking about it, we're gonna sing about it.
Please don't.
The Joker.
I loved it.
Jeez. Joker.
It's a musical now, guys. That's what the show
Pas
is.
deux. Pas deux. And I warned y'all that this is gonna be a nice dookie. But y'all didn't listen.
Nice dookie.
Now, before we hear Elvin's take,
You should
we're
hear
gonna
Sheldon's.
listen to
Well, we're gonna go with the man that actually went and
the
watched
only
it.
person in the room who's seen it.
I
Yeah,
have
so we
watched-
should actually shut up. And just
Yeah.
let
Go ahead.
Sheldon talk.
I have watched this. I didn't think it's as bad as people are claiming it to be. I think people went into this movie expecting a continuation of him becoming the Joker, and that's not what this film was about. It was about him toiling with the fact if he is Arthur Fleck or if he is the Joker himself. And I think the direction that they were going with, there was a comic book series called The Three Jokers, where it involved like three different Jokers. They wasn't just like one person with three split different personalities. It was literally three different Jokers. You had the criminal, who was more mob boss mentality, organized crime, did the bigger picture stuff. You had the clown, who was the psycho, just meticulous with murder, went up against Batman like that all the time. And then you had the comedian, which is this, I want to believe is this portrayal, which he's still, a little psychotic, but he had a very troubled past as a failed comedian. And so he took on this persona to get more recognition. And I will say the music doesn't make sense to me. Like when they went on,
He's singing in there, is he not?
oh, 100%. Yeah.
And it's really bad.
Joaquin Phoenix can't sing.
Then it's really bad.
Yeah. But I will say that the music side of things did not make sense to me. I don't know how they were supposed to tie in with his
I'll tell you why it's there.
psyche, in a minute. You can feed that to me, and
Yeah.
this way I'll have a better understanding. But if you were to take those parts out, it wasn't a bad movie. It was him struggling, him being played as well. Society like pushing this ideal of the Joker onto him, like, because this dude can't be the Joker that Batman would go up against. The dude's a full-on idiot. Like, he can't plan stuff. There's no way he can just like be a master of like deception and whatever. What he did believe was he is the greatest showman. The world is his stage. And he truly believed that up until near the end, when some off-screen stuff happened that made him come back to reality and was like, I'm just going to spoil this for you guys, because a lot of you probably aren't going to watch it. He came back to reality saying he was not the Joker. He is Arthur Fleck. I did this. He admitted to like all his crimes, all his wrongdoings as Arthur Fleck, and it killed the Joker persona. So I think people were expecting to come into this movie hoping Joaquin would really take on the mantle of Joker and we'd see more Joker films going forward. That wasn't the case. It was a man struggling with who he was. What he was is what we saw.
So, because like the first movie with the time difference and Bruce Wayne being a child, I was like, and now I'm not super well read on, Batman lore, comics or whatever. And so then I was like, oh, okay. So is this just like a guy who went crazy and did some weird shit and did some horrible stuff, and then they're like, oh, there's gonna be a part 2, and then I heard, oh, it's gonna be musical, and I was like, oh, so then he's going more insane and he's getting worse.
Yes.
And then everyone is like, oh, the singing doesn't make sense, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course not. It's a crazy guy and he's crazy. I don't think it's gonna make sense.
Yeah.
I was hoping that I'm still. What I've heard negatively about it has not deterred me from seeing it. Again, I'm not going to see it in the theaters, but because I don't want to. But like I'm still going to watch it, and I don't think that I'm going to be disappointed because I'm not expecting like this. Oh, now he's going to flourish and blossom into this criminal mastermind, and yeah, then like in 10, 20 years, does some guy go like, oh, that guy was cool, I want to be like him, but he's actually smart and a mastermind, and then become the actual Joker that Batman fights.
Well, with what you said, the second movie definitely drives the nail for the first one, where this dude just went crazy.
Yeah,
he literally did. That's really what it was.
Mhm.
That's the second movie just nailed that more. Like,
yeah,
he's not him. He's not that guy.
yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he is not that guy.
Right.
So that was I thought it was a decent movie because of that. There was definitely layers to it. But the music just didn't make sense.
Sure.
It really didn't. And
I
they
know
should
why what you said, that Joaquin sang in it, because she made him. Because Lady Gaga, back when The Star Is Born was made, she
Yeah.
made Bradley Cooper sing.
sure.
Like, he wasn't going to,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
she made him. So I'm sure it was the same thing there. She's like, Joaquin, you're going to sing. He's
Yeah.
like, all right. And obviously bad, but anyways.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence about. I actually, just hearing you talk about it and thinking that maybe this isn't the real Joker, I'm kind of intrigued about that. That this is just some guy who goes crazy.
He was just an ideal that
Yeah.
was pushed upon, and it fed to a lot of people. And with the way it ended, I don't know if you want to hear the ending or not. Sure. He does. I mean, he does.
Spoilers.
Big spoilers.
Big spoilers.
He gets stabbed. He gets shivved. He gets shivved to death. And this dude that stabbed him told him a joke and then proceeded to stab him. And then in the background, you see him kind of fuzzed out, but he takes that shiv and like cuts his own mouth in the form of a smile.
The Glasgow
So
smile.
this copied Christopher Nolan's idea.
And I'd like to believe that this is
Maybe that's why people are pissed.
Maybe it's Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to believe that this dude, the director, was like, because this was his last movie with the Joker, was like, F you to
Or
whoever, and was like, we're gonna pretend there's a time.
I gotta stop this. I gotta get in here because I'm just dying to get in here. This is just a whole lot of. You're entitled to your opinions, and if you like the movie, that's fine. It is what it is. Joker 1, why was it a success? Because you dived finally into a world of a crazy person, which Joker is always. There's nothing surprising in Joker 1. The only surprise was at the end where he's hallucinating the whole time. But that also feeds into Joker, who he is, right?
well,
Well, hold on. Let me just say
yeah.
this here. Right? When you're going into watching Joker 2, you're expecting the continuation of chaos in his mind and in society, because at the end of Joker 1, chaos is spinning all around him and inside his mind.
Mhm.
That's who Joker is. That's what he breathes out to the society. Chaos. He feeds off it, right?
Mhm.
When I heard about the musical, I'm like, it's because Lady Gaga's in it. She's gonna insert her musical thing.
No,
That's
because
part-
but
part of her.
she's
But
done
that
a
was
ton
what it
of-
was. She asked the studio in the contract with Lady Gaga, they had to be a musical pieces in there for her. She
But she's-
wanted that.
But she's done tons of other dramatic roles
That's-
and not had it.
But but this one, she wanted a musical in there, and this, so they insert the musical in there, right? The other thing was, from what I've heard, there's interviews that have been done with Joaquin, is he said this whole movie was a dream that he had.
Mhm.
And he wanted this no matter what. He didn't want to listen to any of the Warner Brother executives. He didn't want
Are we
any
talking
input.
about like,
Joaquin?
it being a
Joaquin.
musical was
No,
his
no,
dream.
Joaquin, the movie, the whole idea. Besides, the musical was added afterwards as well. But the direction of how it ended was his idea. He wanted this to happen. So that right there is a problem right there. An actor should not dictate what the storyline should be. It should be a committee and the writers. Shouldn't it just be one person saying it? So there was a power struggle from there, from whatever the interviews were.
He also won an Oscar, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
He won an Oscar for acting, not writing a story.
It doesn't matter. He won a freaking Oscar for it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna listen
which
to him.
means
Yeah.
he's gonna have.
No, but
a
he
bit
shouldn't
more
have
pull.
full.
There's
No.
not saying he's got full, but he won an Oscar. So
especially
and
if
it
he doesn't
won.
wanna
It
play
was the
that
highest
character
rated
anymore.
R movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they made the second one.
They
because
made
of these
they made
reasons.
money off it, and I said they should have let it just be. But obviously, studios, they're greedy; they want to make money, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. I actually had several friends of mine that watched it, and they were just appalled at how bad this movie was. They said that the fact that you obviously let the cat bag out of the bag, of what happens at the ending is a lot of people are pissed that happened. They feel that Joaquin sold out because they obviously wanted to end it and run away, even the director as well. So a lot of people feel betrayed of what happened.
But so here's my thing with this though. Like this is happening before a time that Batman isn't even around. He's still a child.
That's irrelevant.
No, it's totally relevant. It's totally you can't have a Joker without Batman.
This is an
You
elsewhere
can't.
world. This is an elsewhere.
Right.
They didn't want Batman at all.
No, but they tied in the Waynes, which means
the
it's
Waynes.
it's
That's
a
not
part
Batman.
of a.
That's just the Waynes.
It's a part of a Batman.
Batman
universe.
is not Wayne. Bruce Wayne and Batman is not. They're different things. They're two different identities. Right?
Two different ideas, but the same person.
Yes, but two different identities. They didn't want Batman involved in this. The Waynes,
No.
yes, they can have the Wayne Foundation. Obviously, you expect the Waynes to somehow be leaked out. Did it in the first one, right?
So wait, in the
Right.
first one,
Yeah.
then are they saying that Batman never becomes a thing?
It's an earlier stage of Joker, so Batman would be very young.
Right, but
Or
he's
not
not
even
the-
born. I think he was
like,
even
no,
born.
in the
well,
first one, he was literally
Oh, he was
there.
a kid. He was a kid.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was at the
So
gate.
that's irrelevant. Yeah, Batman being part. They didn't have any envision of Batman being involved in any
Mhm.
way. It's Wayne's. That's it.
Then you shouldn't have called it the Joker.
Well-
If that was the case, they should not have called it the Joker.
Yeah, but money.
There- For sure, money. Yeah, but if that's the case, people going into the second movie expecting this Joker or Joaquin to continue playing the Joker, I feel like is a little lost because it's again like sure, Batman's not in this, but the Waynes are in it. You can't have a Joker without Batman. You can't have Batman really without a
Maybe
Joker.
that's the overarching story or
But the
message.
first one was great
because
without
that,
Batman.
Yeah.
because then he dies at the end, so that he literally can't exist without Batman. So they're like,
No, they
I'm
killed it off
making a
because they
joke.
wanted to be done with it.
sure,
They had their two movies and they killed it off. But that's where people are like, hey, you shouldn't have killed him off. If you want to just end it, just end it. Because
if-
the first one when it ended, did anybody was saying, hey, why didn't they kill him off? They're probably never gonna do another one. Nobody. They loved the way it ended. They're like, leave it the way it is. It's
yeah,
great.
it's open ended.
There you go, done.
Yeah.
Elsewhere world, we're good. Right?
See, I thought the idea was okay. We're gonna have this dude as Joker while Bruce Wayne was still a kid, and then eventually it'll just be like an old man Joker versus a Batman. That was my thought that they were going to be doing with this.
Or like they do the thing which they kind of hinted at, which is more like Joker is more of an idea and a concept than a person.
right, which actually what they nailed with this second movie
Really?
is he
Yeah.
is the Joker is an ideal for the people. It's not a person.
And
Right.
as a comic book fan, that's fundamentally wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
From my point of view.
For a comic book, yeah, totally.
Because I'm
Because
like,
Joker-
Joker is a
He's an agent of chaos.
he's an actual
He's
thing.
Loki.
It's a person. It's not an idea, right? That's the difference between comic book fans and the general audience will probably accept it. It's fine, but the comic book fans think no, it's not an idea. The Joker is an actual person,
Right. But
Right.
this movie portrayed that he was an idea. Like it's an
and
ideal.
that's where you
Yeah.
can see the scores. I think, I haven't watched it, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm putting the pieces together. I'm like, okay, why is this getting terrible scores from fans too?
Yeah.
Critics, fine, whatever. They've been screwing movies over for a long time, anyways, right? They get paid half of them.
Mm.
But when the audience scores down, and then also the cinema score was a D for the worst for a movie hero movie. It got a D rating. So
That's not a hero movie.
well, the movie hero genre type of, what I
Yeah,
mean, right?
Okay.
So when I look at that, and then I asked, people around, like, okay, why? Then I looked at other people's, reviews as to why as well, trying to put together what's going on, and it comes down to now what you said, because I didn't know.
Mhm.
And D also is like, hey, you want to know the last 10 minutes what happened? I'm like, ooh, something's bad happened, right?
Mhm.
And when he said that, I'm like, oh, okay. So now that you said that, that makes a whole lot of sense as to why it's getting terrible
Now,
reviews.
What I will say with that last scene where he gets stabbed, the dude that stabbed him was featured throughout the movie, like in every part where Arthur was in Arkham, he was around. He followed him because he wanted to see. I feel like he wanted to see the Joker, and
he was a figment of his imagination.
No, I mean he stabbed him, so like, not a figment.
He did.
He did, he did, bro. He ain't coming
Or
back.
it's just the Joker that I don't.
Yeah.
So
And like, as you see, like he was wanting to touch him, he was wanting to be near him, and then when he does stab him, and you see him cut that
Glasgow
smile in his
smile,
face,
yeah.
That probably irritated people even more.
it's like, okay, well now, okay, is this dude gonna be the new Joker?
Yeah, I mean, with all the work they put into the first one, that's a really terrible way to go out.
on that note, though, and I think for myself and a lot of people are thinking, like, if I go see this one, will it make me think less of the first one or of him as a character?
Right.
It's funny you say that because one of my friends who watched it and said, you know, Alvin, I'm kind of pissed off the direction they went. It kind of tainted what I felt with the first one.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good. And he's a friend of mine that will love even trashy movies, right?
Yeah.
He'll give them like, he's more forgiving than I would be, right? And he was like, I was 30 minutes in, I was like, this is ruining everything that I got from the first one.
Well, I
The
feel
masterpiece that
the
it
first one
was.
spoke to people in a time where, like, people were hating people with money. Like, people were hating billionaires. They wanted anarchy. Like, things were, and people were afraid that if people wanted to go watch the movie, it would cause shit to go down.
Yeah, they had a couple of screenings
Which is
that were...
exactly what the Joker will do.
Yeah,
right.
Which what did the second one do? Everyone
Well,
turned off their Spotify accounts. I don't want to hear music ever again, especially not Lady Gaga's. Right?
Oh God. Well, I feel like with the way it was going, like the people were advocating for the Joker, like they wanted him free, they wanted him back out on the streets. The Joker in his head, he's like like Arthur Fleck being fed by Lee or Harley Quinn, whatever you want to call her in this movie. Like she's playing games with him and feeding into his identity of the Joker because she wants the Joker.
Yeah.
She wants to live that fantasy that the Joker is in. And he's feeding into it too. He's like, oh, I can still be the Joker and still be really popular with the people. For him, he is the greatest showman. Like the world is his stage, no matter where he's at, and he's playing that in his head a lot. I feel that's where like the music stuff comes from, realistically.
Well, there was talks that Joaquin wanted to do a Broadway show instead of doing part 2. So that maybe that kind of fueled
The funny thing is, though, like people, if they're pissed off at Joaquin, if you know his past as an actor, he doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He just walked out on a movie.
I mean, you don't remember that
yeah.
time when he was like bearded up, sunglasses.
that he had made a whole documentary.
Yeah, and it was all
was
for
a
a
joke.
freaking movie.
Yeah.
It was all for a freaking movie.
Well-
and we just thought he went crazy.
Yeah.
But I like how though that people are like, oh, he did this and this and this. I can't believe it. And it's like, yeah, but he's been an asshole his whole career.
Yeah.
Like people only started like being like, wow, he's so good when Joker came out.
And you know what? He's actually sang in a movie before. What did he sing in?
Les Mis?
No.
Was it?
No.
He played Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Walk the line.
Oh,
Shit. And that was good.
Yeah, that was really good. I mean, it's a different type of singing,
right.
Yeah.
but still.
It's Nashville, right?
Gotcha.
This movie cost $450 million to make.
Why?
They're
Well,
saying-
no, because he won an Oscar and said, "Pay me $200 million," and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
You
They
got
paid him
20 mil?
20. They paid Lady Gaga 12.
So their studio saying that it's going to lose probably $150 million. A company that is $40 billion in debt.
Yeah.
So just add it onto that pile.
Yeah.
So
More debt,
yeah.
more money.
Joker 3 going to get made?
No.
Okay.
No,
Yep.
I don't.
Well,
And
he's
it's gonna
done,
be-
right, Todd Phillips?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is done. Joaquin's done, obviously. Like the
Harley
ending was
Quinn
just
story.
they left it open, right? Like it's an open ending. Like if they wanted to do a third, it wouldn't be with the same people, but it's
They're all
just
going to
like-
do it in Fortnite.
They'll call it the Jokers.
This movie did not have any screening. No test screening. Nothing.
No, it was at film festivals.
No,
wasn't
no,
it?
test screening. It never had a test screening.
Really?
Yeah,
Didn't film
never had it.
festivals technically.
That's crazy. You would think I thought it was like kind of the norm to have test screening for every movie. I mean, I guess
It is.
Yeah, that's so they didn't have any test screening.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I thought they did reshoots though.
reshoots are not test screenings.
No, that's the
That's before the
producers
movies
going,
even put
hey,
together. Yeah.
I thought I said put my car in this.
I see.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
I paid for that camera. Pointed at shit. Okay.
I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's just because of the music. If they didn't have the musicality in it, it probably would have been a better film, to be honest.
Yeah.
It would have been a shorter film, but a better film. Yeah. The music just didn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Well, like
Because like you said, when they do a musical, it's usually
supposed to
to tell
help.
us.
Yeah,
tell the
good
story.
musicals will help tell.
Yeah.
The songs will help tell the story.
Yeah, and like I just feel like it was more just about him feeding into his own ego about being the Joker, and that was it.
Now, I also heard that it's not original. It's all remakes. Every song's it's like popular songs.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
like I don't know much about the music that they were singing. I'll be honest about that. Because they're
Lies. I heard you.
like they're definitely older songs, and they did reuse a few of them a few times
okay.
throughout the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, they're definitely not like newer original songs. They were
It's not like Lady Gaga wrote like 10 songs. or
no.
something.
They were all older songs that have been made before. So
They're all Johnny Cash songs.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. They're all Pharrell songs.
He's not happy.
Dude's 51.
Oh well, yeah.
So what do they do with not this Joker, but are they bringing Joker into the next Batman?
They already have the
Well,
first
I-
Batman. He was in the jail. Remember?
I know that, but
Don't know. We don't know the details right now.
that's yeah.
But I mean that universe that Reeves has built is pretty solid. You know, the Penguin just like I honestly think this is one of the best shows I'm watching this year.
oh yeah, for sure.
It's mob show.
Mm-hmm.
You like it also reminds you of The Wire,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
right?
don't think I've ever watched that.
Shit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you gotta watch that. It's really good.
Okay.
It's a little dated, but you know it's good.
It holds up well.
Yeah. But it's really good. HBO's got another bang. Man, HBO and Apple just can't do no wrong right now.
Yep.
Just making hits.
There's an amazing I'll just put it on the TV compilation. No, that's not what I wanted. There it is.
She.
I feel like I've been saying this for ages.
Yeah,
Like, this is
yeah.
where it's from.
Yeah.
Why it's so big?
She
boy.
legit.
That's what Americans all say now.
It's the longest. She.
What would you give Joker 2 out of 10?
I said like a 6.5 out of 10. If it didn't have the music, I feel like it would have been a better film.
So slightly better than Rings of Power.
Oh God! Anything is better than the Rings of Power at this point.
Anything?
But I wanted to ask.
You haven't watched Willow.
I wanted to ask you guys this because I haven't watched Rings of Power. A lot of people saying it is better than the first season.
I mean, CGI wise, maybe
They
some parts.
managed to polish the turd.
You know, what I'll give to it.
Did they tell you what was better?
No, just
No.
people are reviews I've heard saying it's not the best, but it's better than first season.
Like the relationship between like King Durin and Prince Durin was definitely really solid. Like there's
Durin.
sorry,
Enunciate the R, buddy.
Durin.
Let's go.
Like there's definitely a really good father son dynamic between those two. And you can see like Prince Durin really cares about his dad. Like
Nailed it.
He can see his dad changing, but he knows his dad is still in there somewhere. And when you get to the end of it, it's like he was still in there. Like King Durin turned back into what he used to be. The Celebrimbor and like the Sauron chemistry was a little weird. Alvin likes them to be lovers at some point.
I'm
but I don't
literally
know if that's ever-
watching the viewership drop off the more you talk about Rings of Goddamn Power.
So make sure you join us
We won't talk
on
about
Sunday.
Back to Joker. Back to Joker.
Sunday, we're gonna do a wrap of Rings of Power. We're gonna actually polish that turd.
that. I thought we were done, man. You're making
No, I'm
He's
bringing
forcing
you,
me to do
I'm
this.
bringing you back to Middle Turd. I mean Middle Earth. So we're gonna wrap it up, and it's gonna be called Rings of Power. What is it called?
Powers of the Ring. I don't know.
Rings of Power.
Rings of-
battle for Middle Turd.
Middle turd.
Yeah, yeah, that's our thumbnail. Join us for that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna pick apart the whole season 2. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the Willow.
Yeah, and the Willow. There you go. So it's gonna be fun. We'll wrap it up after that.
So speaking of shit that sucks, there was some new footage from the Minecraft movie that got released during
goody
the
goody gumdrops.
Minecraft Live.
Huh?
And now the general reception to the first trailer was worse than I'd say the reception to Joker.
Yikes.
And it was just cringy, and they somehow managed to make everyone hate Jack Black. Now,
I was already there.
if you thought that the first one was bad, wait till you get a load of this. So we got Child overacting, Jack Black overacting even more.
But they're telling the story.
Wait, is that Jason Momoa?
Yes.
Yeah.
In a wig, because the budget went to paying Jack Black.
For his wig.
For his
Yeah. Also, they just made
You know what Jason Momoa is acting like in this? Dodgeball. What's his name?
Oh,
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, where he's like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. That's what I'm getting from this right now. Those are the
Yeah,
vibes.
That movie is gonna
this
bomb.
delivery of this line, he makes buckets instead of a blade. Ha ha ha! Get it? Joke. And then, I'm almost expecting a laugh track.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be better.
buckets. Get it? And everyone's
oh my
like,
god,
no.
that is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make 2 of you guys watch that.
Not me.
Force us to.
Not me. Not doing it.
I
make it-
will.
You can kick me
D-
off the
I
show.
will
I'm not
get-
doing it.
Let's make D.
I will watch it with D
There you go.
if we can
With
make
your
a
pants
drink.
off.
No, you're not
No
allowed to drink.
pants.
No,
I'm not allowed to drink.
Nope.
I'm out.
Yeah.
That is, I'm pretty sure that's against the Geneva Convention. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh man. Jason Momoa will do anything for money, huh? Wow. That's crazy.
I will watch that only with Jason Momoa,
Was
only
that-
if we don't wear pants and I can drink.
Was that supposed to be a new trailer?
That was
Yeah.
supposed to
No,
be
that was just like new
clip?
footage.
Uh,
Minecraft had an event, a live event or whatever, and they're like,
Crazy,
check
awesome.
out a new clip from Minecraft.
My youngest son loves Minecraft, and he's not hasn't said a word
Yeah,
about this.
My
movie.
kids too.
Does he
Yeah.
know about it?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You should show him a trailer and just get his thoughts.
My kids are
He's
still
probably gonna
playing.
ask me, "What the heck is that?"
My kids are still playing. They play Minecraft all the time still,
Yeah.
and they're both like, "Yeah, this looks stupid."
That is awesome. Way to listen to the audience.
Yeah.
Didn't learn from Borderlands.
Yeah, this is
Doesn't
like the
learn from
kids' version
Willow.
of Borderlands. It's just like so disconnected
You think
from.
they would have learned from like
No,
the
they don't
success of
learn.
Sonic.
Why
and the
do you
success
think
of
we have a
Mario.
show?
Like because those two movies ended up doing really well for themselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why
Because
would
they
you copy
listen.
that format?
Yeah.
You
It
can
made
literally
money.
say that for about 95% of the things we watch right now.
Also,
That's
Sonic,
fair.
Sonic fans will literally pay money for anything with the name on it.
Yeah.
They will now.
They always have. They're insane people.
Yeah, that's D. He's a big Sonic guy. He's actually, what is he watching right now? He's actually in theaters to watch something. He's actually in the theater.
Joker?
Right now. No, not he's like, God, no.
Oh yes,
He's already
saw it.
seen it.
Right.
He's watching Hellboy.
Oh.
Wait, who's playing him again? Jason Momoa or
No.
what?
I feel like we've been over this like multiple times,
Oh,
and every
yeah,
time
that's
that a new Hellboy movie comes up, they're like, "Wait, they're making another one."
You made a Joker too?
Oh God, yeah, because well, who was it? It was David Harbour was the last one, and the one before that was Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's some like new guy. I've
Jack Kesey.
never even heard of him.
He was in the second Deadpool.
That's cool.
He played. I don't know.
Who was he?
He was,
some no-name dude.
Here's Bob.
Oh yeah, he was Steve number 4.
Oh, there you go.
Uh,
yeah.
That was close.
No, he was Black Tom.
Who?
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, good lord.
anything else?
No.
No?
Oh yeah, he was the white guy with dreads that they made fun of for being a white guy with dreads.
Shit. Oh man.
that's it for today,
I
right?
think that's it.
We
Yeah.
went through all our topics.
Yeah, went through the topics and we had our final topic, Joker 2. Let us know in the comment section if you've seen the Joker 2 and if you liked it or you didn't like it. Yeah, I definitely want to hear other people's opinions on it. And if you're new here, hit the like, subscribe button. And if you're not new here, hit the like button. It helps us out. Just a couple clicks makes a big difference to us.
Don't double click it. That turns it
Yeah,
off.
don't do that.
One
Just
click.
one
know
for
anything about
like,
YouTube.
once to subscribe, and then you can hit the notification bell too, because we do 3 shows a week, unless there's a holiday, which on Monday there is.
Sometimes 4.
Sometimes 4. Yeah. There's a gaming session that he does for endless hours, 7 or 8 hours.
Then
So-
I bitch about the government after.
Yeah, there you go. So you get all kinds of stuff. And then we have the Sunday show.
Sunday.
I think we're gonna do it earlier this. We're gonna do it in the morning. this
Yeah.
time around. Yeah.
The Mighty Show.
The
Right?
Mighty
The
Show.
Mighty Show.
Yes.
The Mighty
We're gonna
Show.
wrap up the turd that is Rings of Power.
What are you doing next? Do you know?
I want to get into the Penguin a little bit.
But we do the Penguin here.
We do it.
Not really.
And it's going to be over. And next week, we're probably going to not have anything to talk about other than the penguin.
Well, we'll figure something out. We'll do something. We'll even just trash on Hollywood.
Sure.
If we don't have really
I
everything.
want to be there.
Everyone's welcome. So are you guys.
Sunday morning.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.